Brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter, Part 5 of this class. And we are now in the third chapter of our AracKnight sequel, The AracKnight Returns. Brought to you by Arachnophoria, a coffee table art book of all things spider. All right, kids. For some dumb fucking reason, in August of 1977, they make you read Nova first. It's a two-part crossover. Nova and Spider-Man. But they put it here first. I thought you got to go here first. They want you to go to Nova first. They were telling you last issue, that shitty issue about the clones, to come into this one. So we're not in a strong, but I don't really consider the strongest of the Spider-Man writing at this time. However, this is what made me love Spider-Man as a kid, but I think it was that previous time with Jerry Conway was on there. It's not Jerry Conway anymore. As you can see, these are the creative teams. But I believe we get a little John Byrne's art at least, and Chris Claremont's coming in here, so maybe these stories will get better. We did see the Wasp in some hot little lingerie last issue, so for your more naughty side, we know that's there. So we have to dive into this. But as always, first, of course, we always do the previous class, the last 2 pages, the 2 pages in the previous issue. So let's open up Returns 3. All right. 7 and 8 we did last day. We do 9 and 10. Page 6, 7. Page 7. We cut to a far-escape shot of Empire City floating in the clouds as the midnight moon dances over the horizon, leading to a crimson haze that foregoes a dark night ahead. Caption across the panel reads, "Meanwhile, back in the Empire City, the mayor manifests his destiny." Closing into the office of Mayor Jameson, we see the office is abandoned as he's about to have a secret meeting. He is puffing heavy on a cigar and seemingly drinking a steaming cup of cocoa, simultaneously for a little comical Kramer-like effect to showcase that he is nervous about this meeting. "Mr. Mayor, I've been expecting you, Doctor." We see a close-up shot of Dr. Marla Madison, a sexy older Bond girl type brunette, like Holly Goodhead from Moonraker. She's a scientist from Metropolis, specializing in emerging lunar technology. Goddamn allergies. Marla Madison, the greatest mind in Metropolis, specializing in emerging lunar tech and biology. And the only woman who could save my ass. It pays to specialize, Mr. Mayor. Call me Jay. Fury said he owed you a favor. Where's the patient? Jameson hits the lever, which opens up the slider. Why is that grammatical problem? Which opens, all right. Opens the slider, which reveals the back to tank, cold, floating unconscious body of Colonel John Jameson, who is still covered in mysterious moon spores and gems. All his vitals are normal. Better than normal, even. There's no deterioration. Look at him. Muscles are firm. The brain is still active. He could be leading the next mission to Mars. But he's got to wake up first. Yes, he's gonna wake up. That's why you're here. Remember Jameson, he's a dad at the end of the day. We see Marla pull out a sensor to run over the base of the tank, inspecting the gems and spores while Jameson puffs and looks on. These gems, I always knew it. This has the blue area written all over it. Blue area. When they were mining for the moon base, I picked up several reports of heavy radioactivity, all centered and attracted to one specific area. Traditional research was getting me nowhere, so I started looking outside the box of logic. I dove deep into mythology. I mean the Greeks. I mean the Kree, the Skrulls, the Watchers. Are you familiar? Aliens? Funny, that was the same reaction I got from my superiors. Intrigued by her. We see Jameson go over to pour her a steaming cup. Oh, God, to pour her what? What? Pour. Intrigued by her, we see Jameson go over to pour a steaming cup of cocoa, which she continues to study, while she continues to study John's body with fascination. Sorry, force of habit in my profession. What did you find in your studies? I found there is a connection between the blue area of the moon and major interplanetary space travel for multiple species, even gods, or would-be gods. I'm saying the blue area serves as a portal, something that could probably change the course of mankind. Definitely smitten with Dr. Madison, Jameson brings over the cocoa and gestures to offer her a cigar. She accepts the cocoa and smiles at him flirtatiously. Wow, you really are from Metropolis. Well, if I'm right, Jay, and my readings match, then your son stumbled upon the exact place I'm talking about. And either he saw something he shouldn't. What? And he saw something he shouldn't. And your son stumbled upon the exact place I'm talking about. And he saw something he shouldn't. Or he stepped in a trap. He is inquisitive, like me. He is inquisitive, like me. Well, if your theory is correct and it was a trap, then why is he still alive? Why wasn't he harvested by whoever caught him? And I get an eerie feeling that whatever is attached to your son is not only keeping him alive, it's hitching a ride. What do you mean, hitch? What the hell is that? We hear the T-Rex. Because we know the lizard is on his way up that fucking building. Page 8. We cut to a nighttime shot of Peter's Empire City loft with the open bed canopy hovering over the cityscape. Caption across the page reads, Meanwhile, back at the Parker loft, a lone figure continues to hold vigil. We cut to a shot of Uncle Ben sitting alone watching the night go by. He is still heavily bandaged from his injuries when Dr. O escaped the Osborne lab. He is drinking a mug of steaming tea, but he smirks when he hears Peter's voice from behind. Tell me that's a fresh pot. There's none left. We get that emotional, heartfelt shot of Peter and Uncle Ben hugging, like Indiana Jones and his father in The Last Crusade. Thought I lost you, boy. This scene always gets me. Good to see you, old friend. So we give him the heartfelt moment, and then Peter could pull back. Peter playfully steals Uncle Ben's mug of tea. So who did you piss off? I like that. We cut back to the mayor's office, where we see Dr. O mount on the lizard in front of the bewildered Mayor Jameson and Dr. Madison. He commands Dr. Madison, open the tank. You can't. My son is in there. I don't care. His fate is in the hands of the gods. Now open the tank. But you don't understand. Whatever is in that tank. Close up as Dr. O uses his makeshift tentacles to grab both Jameson and Madison by the throats. The lizard stares and drools at them, licking his chops like a monster possessed. Whatever is in the tank is in the way of my progress. Now you can open the tank, or my friend here can open his mouth. Dr. Madison stands up and heads to the tank as Dr. O releases his grip. I'm sorry, Mr. Jameson. You won't get away with this. This town is filled with freaks like you. You had them all executed. There is no one. Ah, there is no one. So what we have here now, is the way we've left it off, is right now Dr. O is getting her to open that tank, which we said what we had last class was we developed the idea that once the tank opens, those spores are going to attack themselves. The idea is the lizard's going to remove John Jameson's body. Of course, the mayor's going to flip out. There's got to be a scuffle. I want all this to go down before Spider-Man gets there. Because Dr. O might just try to do a mind meld on Jameson. Or, shit, no. He tries to take over John Jameson's body. I mean, fuck, the mayor, he's too old. I cannot be a woman. I cannot be old. Once those spores, we got the whole scene right here. Once the spores attach themselves to the fucking lizard and suck all his reptilian shit out, those spores could disappear. Well, apparently, appear to disappear. The lizard can get away. He could slip away, you know? He can even be recruited to Venusville. All right. So what we have in this chapter, I love this. Okay, let's write it instead of just saying it out loud. We're writing. We're writing here. Before Spider-Man arrives, Dr. O will have the tank opened when the lizard goes to remove John Jameson's body from the tank. The spores and gems will attach themselves to him and drain the reptile DNA in his body, which will turn him back to Molt, a la Banner and the Hulk. Dr. O will then attach himself to John Jameson as Spider-Man comes in to save the day. Bah! Pages 9 and 10, we have our outline. Now we got to get there. Let's do some mining. Let's read the stupid fucking Nova comic book they're forcing us to read. Maybe something out of it. A man called Photon. When Richard Rider, teenager, was blasted by a light bolt from beyond the stars, he suddenly found himself transformed into one of the most powerful men on Earth. Invulnerable, able to fly at Nova speed, stronger than any 10 men up. Fuck out of here. Harry Days, Jason Dean, Michael Lincoln. Evil Scientist, Peter Parker, Franklin Risk. Nova. Rich Rider can miss both trains and alright. So we have the kid, okay. He's coming to see. He's Richard Rider. He's going to visit his uncle. Some shit's going down. Somebody's pissed off. He's running from the police. Another guy in a fucking ugly suit. Who are you and what happened? I'm Jason Dean. I'm a businessman from Connecticut. All of a sudden, some crazy shit came in. This guy named Photon comes in an ugly suit, smacks me in the back of the fucking head with his photon gun. Put a hole in my goddamn wall like the Shawshank Redemption. I'm pissed off and I want to sue him for all damages. So they go to investigate the hole. He says, oh shit, well, this looks like a job for Nova. You killer, I'll punch you in the fucking face. And it turns out it was Peter Parker. So Richard and Peter Parker get into a little fucking cut it up. How's the report going? Dr. Connors was right. You do have the best physics library anywhere. By the way, Peter, why didn't you tell me you were a superhero? Huh? Your name could be anagrammed into Kree Trapper. Aren't the Kree the alien superheroes fight? Oh, God. So, oh, I thought you thought I knew I was Peter Parker. Okay, Photon comes through, shoots at fucking Peter. Peter gets one across the fucking head. Witch Rider calls in. Says, Dad, there's some bad shit going down here. Uncle fucking Fester's dead. Everybody's got fucking scars on their head. I gotta go dress up into fucking Nova, fly around the fucking neighborhood. Peter's got a scar over his head. He's pretty fucking annoyed about it. He's gonna go swing into action. They're gonna chase down this fucking crazy guy in his fucking asylum suit. I think I gotta stop some shit. Oh, God. Now, every time. Ugh. Ugh. God, didn't make it right without having a fucking allergy attack. Just like the riot of creep, all right? This guy too is this guy Photon. Nova comes in. He's going to be all cut up. He's got to mix it up. These two got to beat the shit out of each other for a little bit. Spider-Man's got to fight the young rookie. Of course, he's going to drop kick him in the fucking back of the fucking skull. Say, listen, dickhead, I was fighting the bad guy. You got in the fucking way. What are you doing here? Stop putting me fucking way. You stupid outfit. Go get hit with a lightning bolt. They bring ugly doctor. They say, look, this doctor's a weirdo. Listen, Lincoln, I know about Dr. Ryder. He's one of our top research scientists long before you came onto the scene. Don't try to drag him down to your level. All right, so what did they invent that we needed to read Nova to get this done? A transistorized nuclear device. My company wanted it. That includes murder. They murdered somebody to get their hands on a really cool device. All right, we got Butler's here. The Butler did it. The wall disappeared again. Photon comes through. Peter runs away to change into fucking Spider-Man. Does the old edge move, drop kick on the top of the fucking head. Photon's wearing a fucking little vest like Han Solo. The Butler doesn't know what's going on. Drop kick, spear tackle into the wall, drop kick into the fucking wall, chase along the wall, knee drop into the wall. Window blows up. Nova's coming through. He's too late, but he's gonna probably fight fucking Spider-Man again. Ryder was jealous of my genius. He envied my brilliance. I don't know what this is. To make photons. I hated him. I wanted him dead because he was brilliant. He was famous. He was rich. He had everything I should have had, but I didn't kill him. Then who did? Or else you'd have killed him. Ay, ay, ay. It's a who done it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a who done it. You must know I work for the Magia, a crime cartel. We heard AIM was after Ryder's invention. We decided to get to it first. A transistorized nuclear device. Franklin Risky, a strong-arm businessman who's been known to engage in any shady deal to get what he wants. First, there's Michael Lincoln, Ryder's embittered assistant. You blame the doctor for his success and your failure. Harry Days, you belong to AIM, a group that kills at the drop of a hat. Also a group fanatical about weapons and inventions. And Jason Dean, the Magia has its hand in every illegal activity in the country. We can't rule you out, can we? It's a who done it. Oh, fuck you all. Lights are out. They're all gone. Did Photon take them? Who killed Dr. Ryder? Oh, God, fuck you all. Next month, the Sandman's back. Doesn't right. We won't be here next month. Fight the fucking Sandman. Ugh. Nova 12. So now we gotta finish this wonderful story arc so we can start writing our fucking story. Something we can mine out of here. We gotta get something out of here. Obviously, Photon killed all these people. Do not read the story until you study the startling event that transpired in Nova 12. Yes, sure. Who done it? Hmm. All right. Although we do have some organizations here now that are interesting. That is one thing we can pull out of there. We have the Magia. They gave us the Magia and AIM. Advanced, what is that? Advanced Idea Mechanics from the Iron Man movies. And let me get all we've learned thus far down on tape, okay? Captain James Steele. Investigation of the death of Ralph Ryder. The doctor's murder was first reported to me. Oh, God. This guy, Photon, came through the wall and shot everybody. Richard Ryder is a physics professor. Created a nuclear transistor. I don't like when it's a dorky fucking sounding thing, unless it's a throwaway. Then we got Franklin Risk. He was in the game room. Then we have the embittered assistant. This is a good old fashioned who done it. I mean, I like them going for some new shit here, but it's just, You throw in Nova here, because you're trying to get Nova the Rub, who's just flying alongside a fucking train. Headed for the lighthouse at Montauk's End, all the way out here in the boonies. Spider-Man really covers a lot of the city. Just ask the stewardess for Dramamine when she passes by. That's assuming I don't pass out. I'm calling headquarters. You men watch Lincoln. Nail him to the floor if you have to. This is one suspect I'm not going to lose. Yes, sir. I just love Chinatown. Don't you, Liz? Oh, look at that. I like that. We like when they show Chinatown. All right. And speaking of my head, Dr. Hamilton thinks I'll be able to stop our therapy session soon. Dr. Fraser Crane. That's what goes on here. Somebody is watching. Harry Osborn, stalking him from the distance. Someone wants to turn him, once again, into the Green Goblin. At least Days and I belong to criminal organizations. We'd have been arrested no matter who murdered Dr. Ryder. We are only a businessman. Unscrupulous, granted, but still. I am indeed a businessman. That is why I pulled the light plug back at the good doctor's house. I certainly did not want my potential partners apprehended. I suppose we share Ryder's invention and thus all profit by it. Ryder's mechanisms. There we go. This hydrofoil was scheduled to meet he now to take me back to Ames Manhattan headquarters. And we like hydrofoils. If this gives us a new vehicle to use in our story, then it's all good. Instead, it'll have to take the three of us to safety while we can concoct another way to get our hands on Ryder's mechanism. For current issues of Miss Marvel, all right. Ames Manhattan headquarters. I like it. Years ago, installed a secret boat basin beneath this lighthouse to serve as a hidden base of operations should the need ever arise. Ames is always prepared for anything. Ugh. At least for the moment, thwart him to obtain it by the untimely intervention of Spider-Man and that new being called Supernova. Now we got a bunch of guys in suits. We've done the thugs in the suits, so what else can we use here? Dr. Ryder's invention. What Spider-Man was hiding? Spider-Man was hiding on the hydrofoil. Look at that shit. So Spider-Man is now getting mixed up with AIM. That could work. We always need somebody running Venusville down there in the mountains. We got some gunshots here. That shot would have finished anyone who didn't have Nova strong skin, if ever that was. It looks like this gang of goons is planning to make it a more permanent condition. The web slinger, he broke my grip. Spider-Man beats the shit out of a bunch of these AIM people. Jethead. Nova scoops along. Bryce is through, turns a bunch of guys into jail, and here comes Photon. Your overenthusiastic partner is unconscious. The road to oblivion. Fat Chance. Zanzibar. Spider-Man shoots at him. Shoots at him again, but he catches a fucking shot and smashes his fucking head. So Photon gets a W. Short while later, the hidden sea hatch between the Montauk Lighthouse slides open once more as Ames' remarkable hydrocraft strikes a course for the open sea. There's still time to change your mind, you know. Silence, dolt! Oh, they drop him at an anchor. Look at that. They sink him, sleeping with the fishes, man. Swell. Unless we can break these heavy chains, we're sunk literally. Good thing these alien costumes don't air supply. Alright, so he's breathing. They're sunk underwater. We've done the underwater thing. The hydrocraft I like. I always like any kind of vehicles we could use. Alright, they bust open. The two of them jump out together. They're hanging out on the fucking beach of Long Island. The college guy Peter Parker was with me the second time Photon struck, so that lets him out. Who is Photon? Who the fuck cares? I guarantee you know who Photon is. I don't remember this fucking issue. Guarantee you it's Richard Rider. Attention everyone at the Rider House. This is Suffolk County Police. You're all surrounded. Throw down your weapons and come forth with your hands up. AIM will never submit, so AIM is shooting at them. It's a dangerous murder. What are you doing here? Who are you? That's Richie's dad, huh? Oh, God, could you just unmask this fucking idiot already? Captain Steele is Photon. Doctor is touching Photon. In July through December, the last 6 months of the year. It's ironic that the first letter of each month is, oh God, Jason Dean. Who the fuck cares? Friend from the fire. I hated both those issues. I fucking hated both those issues. Both those issues were fucking terrible. Stupid fucking thing. Rocket Racer. So now we gotta fight the fucking skateboarder. This is where they were going in 1977. This is where they were going. The fucking Rocket Racer. This is where we are. Next up would be Marvel Team Up number 60. Spider-Man teaming up with Spider-Man, the Wasp. That was when we saw that sexy shot of her, so maybe that'll help. But before that, did we get anything that we could use? We know where we want to go with this story, so it's kind of almost moot going through these issues, just looking for something that's going to help us frame these 12 panels that we're aiming for in this class. All right, so I don't. Do we just continue to the next page? I don't give a shit. We don't have to transition out. You had them all executed. There is no one. All right, so let's set up page 9 here. We don't need Spider-Man here yet. Let's have this whole page here is pretty much dedicated to the transformation of the lizard down. So I think we have it. So let's get it written. So saith the shepherd. So saith the flock. Who bothers me? Don't write to me yet. You, you. All right. What does he want to review? 2 fucking days. Only 2. Oh, this is the new menu. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Hot honey gyro platter, Italian burger, yo vodka parm with rigatoni, beef and beans noodles, jerk and jollof. Sweet. I'll take 2. All right. Where are we? So again, we don't have to transition here. You had them all executed. There is no one. We know that Spider-Man's on the way. But why is he on the way? We last left Spider-Man. He was saying, of course, to the other guy, who'd you piss off? Yeah, we don't need a transition scene here. We know Spider-Man's on the way. I don't need to show him swinging through the fucking city. Spider-Man's after the mayor. Remember, the mayor tried to kill fucking Spider-Man. So that he would be heading to the mayor. Always fanboy on yourself. Okay. You literally like looks like I arrived just in time. Funny. I came here. I came here to beat the. I came here to take you out. I came here to take you out for what you did. But the idea is he sees him with his son there. It's like you're in enough pain. All right. So there is no one. See, Dr. Madison. Approach the tank. Like Princess Leia approaching Carbonite Frozen, Han Solo, in Return of the Jedi. Hills, fuck! I hate allergies. It's like, wait for you to start writing. Oh, let me attack it. I like this background better. There we go. Clean out the sciences. And suck it right back up. All right. We see Dr. Madison approach the tank like Princess Leia approaching the carbonite frozen Han Solo in Return of the Jedi. Close up on her hands, hitting a series of buttons and levers on the side panels. SFX of the Bacta tank. Ugh. Steaming, bubbling, starting to compress as it is being opened. Let's lay out the page, and then we can do the dialogue. The tank opens completely, and we see the floating body of Colonel John Jameson as Dr. O hovers over the body with the lizard at his control. Despite Jameson's protests, the lizard leans in and grabs John Jameson's body. As the lizard grabs on, a series of spores and gems light up and seemingly ignite, triggering what looks like a series of small symbiotes. Small SFX of the gems and spores activating. I like this. I like this. The lizard staggers backwards as Dr. O can't control it. While the spores and gems completely fuck cover the lizard. We could cover the monster. We see now 7, 8, 9. Ugh. Gotta hate allergies. All right. We see a panel series of transformations as the spores and gems somewhat disintegrate as they are eating or bonding or dually cannibalizing each other as the reptilian DNA inside a lizard body is being consumed by the spores and gems, by the lunar spores and gems. Boom. We've laid out the page. Now we just got to get the dialogue. Slowly turning him back into human form, a la the way the Hulk turns back into Dr. Banner. Ugh. Allergies are in overdrive today. Ugh. Takahashi. Takahashi Toshiro. All right. Boom, that's the fucking page. We have that part written already in our notes. Dr. O will attach himself to John Jameson as Spider-Man comes in to save the day. Confrontation at the mayor's building with the back to tank. Venom infestation. We have this all right here. Guilt over Venusville, Mars. We didn't get a chance to really get into that part yet. We will. Venusville. Vampire Michael Murders from Storyville. A battle with the lizard Doc. You have to defend the mayor who basically ordered the hit on him. The Bond Girl Glory Grant. All right. So we could save Glory Grant and Storyville there for maybe the next chapter of our novel. You shall move the notes. Yeah. Always move them onto panel 8 of the next page. Now we have the action, but what we need is the dialogue. Need a little something here. You can't just have silence. James could be making threats, offering money. Because Spider-Man has got to arrive with the containment box. Gut instinct. I have a feeling you're not the only person. I figure there's a long list of people trying to kill you. So we know by page 10, Spider-Man's got to show up and brawl with Dr. O. We kind of know what we're doing page 9. With page 9, page 10, he's going to try and take over John Jameson's body. Spider-Man's going to save the day. By the time they're done brawling, John Jameson will wake up. But we're going to think everything's going to be fine, but he's going to turn into a fucking werewolf, of course. Later on, when we think everything is fine with John Jameson, he can either turn into Venom or werewolf. And that could be a nice little Easter egg at the end. Something infused in his body. And you can even do if you wanted to do a scene where you can have a prologue of John Jameson on the moon getting infected. You can always do that too. If we've got the pages. But we need dialogue here as I fight this annoying allergy attack. All right. Dr. Madison opens the tank. Let's do some Marvel team up here. Let's get some dialogue. Let's do some mining. Some of these issues are rough. I get it. I get it. But this is John Byrne. At least he's drawing. Chris Claremont's writing. Everybody loves Chris. Oh, this is that Equinox idiot. This is Equinox. This guy is half Human Torch, half fucking Iceman. It's fucking stupid. Oh, we got Jean DeWolf. We wanted to use as cop characters, but we just never get to use the cops in our stories. Jean DeWolf and the Wasp. You won't get away. I'm a tough girl boss captain. So now, incinerated that animal, incinerated the man I love. All right, Spider-Man's teaming up with the Wasp. Still too groggy to shrink the Wasp size. Gonna fight Equinox. Oh, like your old man. Spider-Man tackles the Wasp, says, "Look, bitch, you're gonna get killed. Let's put on some lingerie and come over." This is the mother of Equinox. This is the mother of Equinox that says, "Look, I have the fucking tools that we have to use to beat the shit out of Equinox." Oh, this is annoying. All right, so they're going to swing out of the way. The revelation may not surprise anyone. It's going to take more than raw power to beat this idiot. There's the Baxter building. Think my Avengers ID can get us inside? Oh, Spider-Man's got Avengers ID? I like that. Call you back, Fredo. Thank you, Spider-Man. My husband Dave was a physicist specializing in thermodynamics. We're always bringing in the smart guys. We have one child, his son Terry. All right, so we always like using more scientists. Thermodynamics. Brilliant man, but his theories were too radical. I'm going to accept them. Constant frustration ate away him like cancer. Just what happened. Jury rigged his computers and systems console. He drank a lot in those days, locked in his lab. And then everything blew up. His son went after him. And then his son got blown up. Energy beams erupted out of the smash, becoming coruscating around my son's body like a corona out of hell. My husband died instantly. Mama, help me! I'm turning into Equinox! Welcome wagon, FF style. It's their automated security laser. We like lasers. We already got lasers. We got the Wasp in here. She's hanging on. Oh, wait, the Wasp's Avengers ID. I got you. Looks like Spider-Man's not an Avenger. At least not yet. They're still shooting at fucking Equinox. Good old Equinox. Midtown substation. Crammed thick with complex electrical equipment. Generators run wild. Power lines designed. Cope with a 500,000-volt surge. He's put out all the lights in New York City. Oh, wow. Full blackout. Reminds me of the blackout of 65. Nothing to worry about, though. The FF's emergency generator should be cutting on any time now. The city is out. You black out the city, shit's going down. See, that could be a really cool. Well, that's Electro. You got to have that. That's with Electro. Obviously, with Electro, he's going to put the power out of. He's going to do like the whole Bane. If we do AracKnight Rises, you got to bring an Electro to fucking black out the city. A city without power. You will all turn into barbarians. I'm going to turn Empire City against itself. And without power, how long could you stay in the air? It could be a fraud, a fluke. Mysterio could be brainwashing everybody. All right. The door locked itself. You're standing around with this chick. She's been carrying a gun around for fucking 3 issues here. Print files. The Wasp is flipping around. Get lucky. Ahead of the game. Wait a minute. Honeycomb the building. Anti-gas mesh. Too small for the squeeze. Gas. The Wasp. This is a Wasp issue. This is basically highlighting the Wasp. She's flying inside of all the computer matrices. She's trying to figure out a way to kill stupid fucking Equinox. This mother's still in her lab coat, running around. Thermodynamics. Spider-Man creates a big giant fucking gun. They're gonna shoot at fucking Equinox. He's here. Gonna punch him in the face. He's gonna turn light. Then he's gonna turn dark. Then he's gonna be hot. Then he's gonna be cold. He's a Katy Perry song. He's gonna freeze him. And they're gonna come in, punch him in the fucking face, and who's alive? Yellow Jacket's alive. Holy shit! I was so scared. I thought he was fucking dead. I was hoping he was dead. Spider-Man went back to fucking Wasp. They electrocute this idiot. The Wasp gets her man back. Spider-Man gets jealous. My infinitesimal mass enabled me to ride the shockwaves away from ground zero. Though the blast knocked me unconscious. Yeah, we know how you got away. Synthetic adrenaline. An injection of synthetic adrenaline. Spider-Man's cleaning up. Next issue. Things go from bad to worse for our hero as he and the Human Torch find themselves fighting for their lives against the foe not so tough. Fuck you. I hate team up. I was convinced to get into team up by reading an article about him in Comics Heroes. I thought, let's take a ride through. Why are the Fantastic Four trying to kill me? Because you're stuck in this stupid issue. All right. Spectacular Spider-Man number 9. We'll come back to that. The flames of protest. Peter's Empire State University classmates are angered beyond. Due to budget cuts. All right, we'll get to that. Let's write this scene because we're not getting anything out of these fucking issues today. We will keep mining. We see Dr. Madison approach the tank, like Princess Leia approaching the carbonite frozen Han Solo in Return of the Jedi. Dr. O could be doing his whole poetic thing. You may think me a monster, Doctor. You may think me a monster, Dr. Madison. But you are a foreigner. But you are a foreigner in a country full of monsters. You need not be afraid. You need not be afraid of me. I am familiar with your work and theories. I am an admirer, and I am an admirer. Still, I'm a fan of your work. I'm not going to kill you. Just open a fucking tank, you stupid bitch. You may think me a monster, Dr. Madison. You need not be afraid of me. I am familiar with your work and theories, and I am an admirer. You may think me a monster, Dr. Madison, but you are a foreigner in a country full of monsters. And she'll say, then you know you may be unleashing. Then you know you may be unleashing more if I open this tank. Then you know you may be unleashing more if I open this tank. Close up on her hand, hitting a series of buttons and levers on the side panels. Hitting buttons and levers on the side panels. SFX. You may be unleashing more if I open this tank. My soul is prepared. How's yours? My soul is prepared. How's yours? Nah. You may be unleashing more if I open this tank. I've had monsters. Monsters do not scare me. No, I still like my soul is prepared. I don't think my soul is prepared. He has no soul. He's a living fucking brain. Then you should know. I think he says, I'm an admirer of your work, so she wouldn't just do it silently because if he's saying, I'm an admirer of your work, I'm not going to fucking hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I know you are. So she'll say, then if I open this fucking tank, some fucking shit's going to come out of there. Nothing can stop that now. You may not be unleashing more if I open this tank. There are plenty of monsters. He already said the monster thing. You can't use the monster line again. You can't use the monster line twice, it's tacky. You may think me a monster, Dr. Madison, but you are a foreigner in a country full of monsters. And you know you may be unleashing more if I open this tank. My soul is prepared. I am aware. My God is science. You may be unleashing more if I open this tank. I am aware. My God is science, Dr. Madison. My soul is prepared. And then Jameson can fucking hit him with a line here, you know? More like preserved. More like preserved. Freak. If my son dies in there. We already did your son's hate is in the hands of the gods. So you need something different there. My son dies in there. Yeah, fuck it. Let you throw the Drago line in here, man. I fucking like it. If my son dies in there, then his story ends there. Then his story ends here. Close up on her hands, hitting buttons and levers in the side panels. All right. If my son dies in there, then his story ends here. Would you like to join him? If my son dies in there, then his story ends here. Would you like to join him? Does Dr. O want the tank or does he want the body? He shouldn't go after the body yet. Then his story ends here. Would you like to join him? Would you like to join him? I only require Dr. Madison to be alive. I am giving you the courtesy. I am giving you the courtesy of life as possible compensation for your son's sacrifice. I like that. It's cold. It's threatening. He's not even looking at him. If my son dies in there, then his story ends here. Would you like to join him? I only require Dr. Madison to be alive. I am giving you the courtesy of life as possible compensation for your son's sacrifice. You know what? Move this line here. More like preserved. Freak. If my son dies in there, then his story ends here. Would you like to join him? I only require Dr. Madison to be alive. I only I only require Dr. Madison to be alive. I am giving you the courtesy of life as possible compensation for your son's sacrifice. The tank opens completely, and we see the floating body of Colonel John Jameson as Dr. O hovers over the body with the lizard at his control. Effects of tank completely opening and steaming. Oh, allergies suck. Fuck you. Tank opens completely, and we see. Ugh! Gotta be a record for how many times a man can sneeze in one day. The tank opens completely, and we see the floating body of Colonel John Jameson. As Dr. O hovers over the body. Magnificent. You are to be. You are warranted in your arrogance over your son. You have both my envy and my condolences. Remove him. Remove the body. Move the body. Keep the cables intact. Remove the body gently. Remove the body gently, my friend. He wouldn't say it loud. Remove the body gently, my friend. My pet. Not my friend. He'd say, my friend or my pet. Remove the body gently, my pet. Keep the cables intact. I say, pet, my liege. Remove the body gently, my liege. Keep the cables intact. Bright Jameson's protest. The lizard leans in and grabs John Jameson's body. SFX of the cables detaching from John Jameson's body. You got a line here where she's saying, Madison. It will take a moment. It will take a moment for the cables. It will take a moment for the cables to fully detach from his vitals. It will take a moment for the cables to fully detach from his vitals. But as of now, he is still what? As of now, he is still alive. As of now, he is not flatlining. He is not. He is stable. As of now, he is stabilized. Magnificent. Despite Jameson's protest, the lizard leans in and grabs John Jameson's body. Keep the cables intact. If Jameson has a gun, there's a big lizard monster in there, so he can't be that brave and tough. And at some point, Dr. O will lose his fucking patience. Let her say to Dr. Madison, we should probably run. Could run. I'm not leaving my boy. Oh, see, I'm gonna cry. My dad just died. All this father and son stuff, it gets to you. That's also why it's fun to write. It's good therapy. It's not a time to be sad, say, well, my dad's gone. So, I mean, I'm sad, but I also remember the good times. What a great time we had together, you know? You know me. You could run. Take off, Doctor. Take off, Marla. Take off, Marla. I'm not leaving my boy. Like, he's not going to attack the lizard because he's not that fucking brave. He threw out his insult. I need that father-son moment, you know? Take off, Marla. I'm not leaving my boy. Well, you just give her a take off, Marla. You know, just literally, I'm not leaving my boy. I'm not leaving my boy. We should probably run. I'm not leaving my boy. I'm gonna cry. It's fun to write. It's good therapy. All right. As the lizard grabs on, the series of spores and gems light up and seemingly ignite, triggering what looks like a series of small. All right. We don't need a line there. That's going to be fun. Small series of FX panel dominating SFX of the gems and spores activating. Yes. I need small series, just say series. Series of panels of panel dominating SFX. The lizard staggers backwards as Dr. O can't control him, while the spores and gems completely cover the monster. Or SFX of the gems and spores eating away at the lizard. They found a weak host because his mind was being controlled. And Dr. O, of course, got to be flipping out. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Dr. O. The devil? The lizard staggers backwards. Dr. O can't control him, while the spores and gems completely cover the monster. The devil? We could say by the gods. But he doesn't believe in gods. Remember, he's a fucking machine. What the fuck would he say? Ugh. Dr. O. The spores and germs completely cover the monster. SFX of the germs and spores eating away. The lizard, yes. Now he'd say what the devil. What the devil? More SFX. I mean, it's not many things you could say here. But Jameson could be like, you should run, doctor. No way. I'm not missing this. See, you can remember, she's a lunar scientist. Adds a little character there, you know? Dr. Madison. Jameson. Stagger backwards, but don't escape. I like that. Adds a little personality. Then again, panel 7, 8, 9, 10. This could be all Marla Madison here, just explaining what's going down. This is all Marla Madison here. Oh, no way. I'm not missing this. We really gave her a good character. We pulled her out of the issue. See, we pulled her out of Spectacular Spider-Man. We mined her. We minded. As a matter of fact, let's use her. Maybe we get this final panel. We get some info that we could throw in here, a little information. Let's mine. Let's do some mining. We have all the time of the world. Call you back, Frederick. I don't want to Henry. All right. Spectacular Spider-Man. White Tiger. Let's see what we go. I'm cool as I think we get something here, maybe with Marla Madison or Student Revolution. Change my mind. Spring recess is over. It's Empire State University. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. If I don't know night school is going to be like this, I would have stayed awake in Chemistry 3. Holy shit. The students are protesting. We can't afford day school. Kids are struggling to find jobs. I guess it's no different than today's economy, today's world. I can afford cuts. You can't afford us. There's no money in the budget. Keep the school open. Fire Dwyer. Fire Dwyer. Professor Vasquez. Closing the school. Getting money for ESU. How about the multi-million-dollar bid for the Erskine manuscripts in the ESU library? A bid they rejected. But that's the school's most priceless possession. ESU will not relinquish what is considered an invaluable scientific treasure for mere financial remuneration. Erskine, that's the scientist that created the super soldier serum, which I've always wanted to connect to Captain America. Oh shit, now I got some fucking backstory here. Part of my research. Part of my research into lunar mythology. Building. All right, we get some backstory here. We're gonna connect the super soldier serum to some moon shit right here. Dr. Erskine was brought over to your country. Dr. Erskine was brought over to your country, brought over his recipes. When Dr. Erskine was brought over to your country, he brought over his recipes from afar. Most importantly, super soldier serum, magical formula, every world power, every criminal organization, every world power, every criminal organization, everyone who's ever fantasized. The magical formula, every world power, every criminal organization, every single rich old man who dreams of being young again. Dude, you gotta wait. I'm fucking working here, man. Every single rich old man who dreams of being young again. When Dr. Erskine was brought over to your country, he brought over his recipes from afar. Most importantly, the super soldier serum, the magical formula, every world power, every criminal organization, every single rich old man who dreams of being young again. What's your point, Dr. Madison? Part of Erskine's rejected formula involved samples, involved synthesized part of Erskine's rejected formula involves synthesized samples taken off of moon rocks. Part of Erskine's rejected formula involves synthesized samples taken off of moon rocks. Part of Erskine's rejected formula involves synthesized samples taken directly off of moon rocks. Taken directly off of moon rocks. And the reason Erskine rejected them was because it to any formula. Spores would eat away at the dominant what? The spores would eat away at the rest. The spores would eat away at the rest of the ingredients. Quest for domination. Jameson will say, like a parasite. She will say, like a symbiote. Like a symbiote. Boom! Page is done. Moving on to page 10. I love it when a plan comes together. All right. One day, I'm going to ask God why he invented allergies. Whoosh. Arroz con pollo. All right, let's write page 10. The class is dismissed. Oh, gosh. Oh, I fucking hate sneezing. Boy. All right. Let's finish this chapter because we pulled our ending out of here, which was good. We came up with as soon as they mentioned the Erskine manuscripts, I thought, you know what if we could connect the idea of these spores, these ancient moon spores, to the super soldier serum? Because the connection is a little bit of it runs through Peter's veins, transferred to him by a black widow spider. All right, we've got poverty, dope, numbers, rats. If you didn't learn about dope, numbers, rats, and poverty, back to the South Bronx, University of the Streets. Get a good school in there. Your white amigo, this don't affect you at all. Yeah, right. It's a college, not a charity. Reconsider our position on the Erskine papers. The Erskine magazine is worth far more than any of these loudmouth slum kids ever will amount to. Let them work for it like I did. Oh, wow. It's one of these political issues. Need a symbol, somebody to rally around our own people. He wants to steal it. Something it's time for. The white tiger to prowl again. This is the kid from the Bronx. Dost Erskine was a brilliant theoretician, and his memoirs are one of the reasons future scientists such as myself, come to ESU. He was also the man whose super soldier formula transformed Steve Rogers into Captain America. So we create a backstory behind the super soldier serum connected to our scene here. You know what I'm saying? I like it. The super soldier serum, the magical formula, every world power, every criminal organization, every single rich old man who dreams of being young again. I like it. The fountain of youth. President Dwyer can sleep tonight having made his. Oh shit, does that mean Shield or is it Hydra? The library, where Erskine stuff is keeping me from an education. But it looks like I've been beat to it by a pack of pistoleros. Hector Ayala. When I put on the fucking amulet, I turn into the white tiger. White tiger. I'm stealing the Erskine manuscripts. I like it. Because the idea is we're connecting our Indiana Jones story. Our Indiana Jones story is when basically the opening thing is they bring the opening scene of my Indiana Jones Captain America team up would have Indiana Jones by himself springing Dr. Erskine from a Nazi castle. You know, we might even put that in there as like a movie scene. 1 second there. Open. Why is it there? Open with a movie scene of the Captain America Indiana Jones team up where Dr. Erskine is rescued by Indiana Jones from Nazi castle. Perhaps even Nick Fury can tell Peter the story. Metropolis in this universe is essentially like Toronto, or is Toronto. Metropolis is in Canada. Storyline. I like the idea of them being more polite. Superman's polite. Gotham is New York. You know what I mean? But Gotham here is Spider-Man is Batman in our story. If I do a Spider-Man v Superman, we'll see. Let's get over here first. White Tiger. Can we ever use this fucking guy? Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. They were big on the Kung Fu shit in the 70s. So White Tiger's coming in. We're gonna get a Peter Parker White Tiger brawl. He's gonna crush Peter with the fucking staircase, with the bookcase. Cops will come in. We got bad guys in green, but White Tiger's gonna fight him. He's gonna fight the pistoleros, little kung fu action, little fucking sidekick. Flips it up. He sees the fight's going on. He comes out and says, but he gets swiped away, backhanded. Boom! Right into the fucking back thing. He realizes, holy shit, I hurt this fucking guy. He gets blamed, of course, and now White Tiger's got a fucking bail. He's a fugitive. Speak it up. Puerto Rican hoodlum, you mean in this league with these young thugs to defy my authority? That guy's mean. The tiger had dropped from sight since the story, Globe story, a few months back. Tonight, till tonight, that is. The file is thick. Spider-Man just kind of breaks in, doesn't he? Just breaks in. Jack of Hearts. I didn't hear anything about the Hulk fighting the Hulk just a few days ago. And here he is with Shang-Chi and Iron Fist. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. It's just them trying to get the rub with a bunch of other stories. Black Detective from Harlem. Nathaniel Alexander Bird. Blackbird. So Spider-Man's going up to Harlem. 135th and Lenox. What you at, boy? This is Blackbird. Ain't mutual. Some moderation. 411. Public Library. So we got the Shaft guy in the trench coat looking like a badass. With the hat and the cigar. Very Nick Fury. White Tiger's obituary. What do we got here? We got one more page. Give me the White Tiger. So they go hanging out with these fucking kung fu fighting motherfuckers. They fought with me against Sandman and the Enforcers in Marvel Team Up. Yes, we remember. Back in the deadly hands of kung fu. Yes, 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 of course. Chuck their tiger amulets. The source of their powers out the window. So tiger amulets, where they were found by a young Hispanic by the name of Hector Ayala. All right, that could be a nice MacGuffin, little Indiana Jones thing one day. The white amulets. I'm the white tiger, ain't never gonna be the same again. What is this called now again? Daughter of the Tiger, Bob Diamond or Abe Brown, Lin Sun, Lotus Shinjuku. After that, the Tiger sets themselves to fight over the lady. The Kung Fu is split up and chuck their tiger amulets, the source of their power. All right, we'll play with that one day. You never know. Tiger amulet could be a nice Indiana Jones MacGuffin. Oh God, damn it, kid. Powers or just treasure MacGuffin. Easter egg. All right. All right. Where are we? One kid died. Cops playing the Tiger. Jack of Hearts. He's fighting the Hulk. We're trying to set up an international drug running. You notice how every fucking issue they're putting out here is just a rub for other fucking characters. They're just saying, look, you guys love reading Spider-Man. Can we give you the rub to these other guys? I figured what he needed was action to keep him with mind up. So I put him in touch with the Tiger Sons. They had their own troubles. Abe Brown was missing in Africa, and they were getting set to go after him. Farewell, White Tiger. I hope you would join us. As long as he wears the amulets, the sons of the tiger will live on. Look, it's what we all do in business. We want you to read our other titles. But it's just so obvious. As you get older, you just catch it, and you're like, wow, as a kid, they were just fucking. So who stole? I like this MacGuffey. We're stealing the manuscripts. Raymond Vasquez. Dwyer's a fool. Between to meet the students. Erskine manuscripts. The formula. It could be used or abused. No, it means professor. Professor Vasquez. Go. Spider-Man comes in. We got ourselves a stupid fight. Spider Strength versus Tiger. Really, they're gonna make you read another one of these, huh? You fuckers. Stories are just. There. I mean, I like the Erskine paper. Somebody's trying to steal the super soldier serum formula. Yes. The way they go about it, it's just such an obvious. Hey, read this guy. Was Spider-Man was on 3 fucking pages, and that whole thing was about White Tiger. You see why? They just right now they're at a lull. I guess that's where I am too. As a business hits a lull. Can you survive, or you got to go do something else? I do not know. I never know. What do we got? God damn it. We regressed. Somebody drop. I hate when they drop out. All right. But they decrease their fucking thing. Cunt. Anyway, like a symbiote. All right, so what we just had was him turning back into Kurt Connors. She talks about the connection of the symbiote and the super soldier serum, Dr. Erskine. When Dr. Abe Erskine was brought over to your country, defected. When Dr. Abe Erskine defected to your country, he brought over his recipes from afar. Most importantly, the super soldier serum. The magical formula, every world power, every criminal organization, every single rich old man who dreams of being young again. All right, good for you. What is your point, Doctor? Part of Erskine's rejected formula involves synthesized samples taken directly off of moon rocks. Taken directly off moon rocks. And the reason Erskine rejected them was because when added to any formula, the spores would eat away at the rest of the ingredients in a quest for domination. Like a parasite. Like a symbiote. All right, what, again, I looked at the damn script, I didn't look at the action. That shit annoys me when it goes down from 10,086 to fucking 10,059. I mean, we lost the soldier. Eating dually bonded case. So all the spores eat away at the reptilian thing. Okay. We see the curled up and naked body of Kirk Connors, who looks skinny, who looks malnourished. Should he? I mean, he's been a monster for a while. So he shouldn't be like dying. I mean, he's just been in that body. He's been powerful like that lizard. But no, all those spores ate away at it. Who looks malnourished. We see the curled up and naked body of Kirk Connors, who looks malnourished and sickly as the spores and gems have eaten away. Who looks malnourished and sickly as the spores and gems have eaten away all of the reptilian DNA that has taken him over. He shouldn't be malnourished and sickly. Who looks. You see the curled up. Remember, he's been the lizard. The lizard should be like the Hulk. You know what? The Hulk, it should improve him. We see the curled up and naked the curled up and naked unconscious See the curled up and naked unconscious body of Kirk Connors as the spores and gems have eaten away all the reptilian DNA that has taken him over for so many years. He looks like Kyle Reese. Ugh. When he first arrived back in time in Terminator 1984. It's an art reference for your team. The small tank containing the small tank containing the living brain of Dr. O lies on its side as the small tentacles try to balance him back up. God damn this fucking allergy. Like you're trying to write and all you're doing is scratching and sniffing and snotting. And you're like, all right, enough. What the fuck is inside me? Just get the fuck out. Shit on the screen. There we go. Ugh, enough. We see the curled up and naked unconscious body of Kirk Connors as the spores and gems have eaten away all the reptilian DNA that has taken him over for so many years. He looks like Kyle Reese when he first arrived back in time in Terminator 1984. The small tank containing the living brain of Dr. O lies on its side as the small tentacles try to balance him back up. Small makeshift tentacles. Try to balance him back up. As Jameson and Madison try to go over to the body of John Jameson, Dr. O springs to his feet and starts crawling towards John Jameson. Body on the floor. Dr. O pounces on John Jameson's body. Fucking Christ. And prepares and attempts to use him like an avatar similar to what did with Blizzard. Ugh. Never ends. Jamming these fucking things up my nose. That's it. I'm done. Trying to create a little nose jam. No idea if this will work, but I'm fucking sick of just blowing my nose every 2 seconds. Fuck it. Fuck it. Ugh. I have no idea how long this will work. As Jameson and Madison go over to the body of John Jameson, Dr. O springs to his feet and starts crawling towards John Jameson's body on the floor. Dr. O pounces on John Jameson's body and attempts to use him like an avatar, similar to what he did with the lizard. Like a xenomorph face hugger. And that's pretty much where Spider-Man should come into the game. Should come into play here. Oh, man, you could do a fun little "What's up, Doc" line here. I couldn't leave those in there. It itched. So, face hugger. That's what you should have as your. This is where Spider-Man's got to come in here and save the day. What's up, Doc? So let's do mine. Let's see what we can get here with the fucking rocket racer. We need at least 3 more panels of action. We got to figure out how we're going to end this page. We know Spider-Man's coming into the thing. The idea is right now we got 3 panels in. He's going to make a shot at turning John Jameson into his avatar because he can't get in the fucking tank. You know? Apologia. We tried to wake Marvelite. Honest, we did, but things happening so fast and furious, we had to start without you. All right, what the hell's going on here? Basically, Spider-Man just got taken out by the rocket racer. Oh, fuck off. Even if Spidey can defeat the skateboarding psychopath, we're on our own here today. You realize that, right? We're trying to mine, but there's not a lot here to mine. There's some bad shit going on. But there is stuff we get out of this. But I don't know if we're using the fucking rocket racer. Did we use him in that fucking mashup of villains? No, we didn't, because we didn't hear of him yet. This is the first time we see the rocket racer. So Rocket Racer is doing some shit. He's whipping through traffic. Spider-Man tries to stop him, but he fucks him up. Shoots little mini explosives at him. Spider-Man webs up some fucking feet things, some shields to block the fucking Rocket Racer. Oh, god damn it. I'll blow my nose on fucking tissue, my lap. All right, so Rocket Racer's screaming up. Spider-Man cuts his line. He goes smashing into a moving truck. Hopefully he's dead, but he's not. He lands on a fucking cop car. And here we go. Oh, all right. As Spidey swings over the general direction of Staten Island, let's precede him there and look at the happy Hazzy Osborn and his fiancee, Liz Allen. Making out in the car. Liz looks good. She loves Harry. Liz is a night shift at the hospital. Things are looking good. Everybody's happy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who has made their way back into Liz Allen's life? You know it's going to be that fucking piece of shit Molten Man. Peter and Harry hanging out. I think they're going to pick out a ring? Sure we can't find a McDonald's or something instead? Something important. I want you to be my best man, even though you killed my dad. Isn't that Liz going by? Liz, what's wrong, darling? What in blazes is the matter? Hunt, why? What's going on? I just wanted to help. Oh, Liz is leaving. Nurse Liz Allen. Who's coming in? He's got to go see Glory Grant. The big enchilada. You ever thought of getting married? Son? Of course, if you're volunteering. No, nothing like that. I was just wondering if you know why Liz Allen would. Jameson's yelling. All right, we got Jameson, who's in our scene. Try to get my employees with their terminal aggravation. Treating them like this. Letter time bomb. What's this? Rocket Racer. Good. Parker never seemed to amaze me. If we can beat the globe to the stands with these there, will be a bonus in it, maybe a little cash. Or, yes, sir. There's Dr. Madison. Oh, he loves Dr. Madison. What's see? We like he likes Madison. We show that Jameson gets a little excited when Dr. Madison's in. Maybe they're just trying to build a new Spider Slayer. I'm not interrupting. Parker was just leaving, weren't you? Heartwarming Punisher little person chats. Boast of the morale, many facets. Glory Grant. She's gonna be our Bond girl when they go to Storyville. Nolens. Robinson. Glory and I were just discussing Jonah's good points. It took all of 3 seconds. Apparently, Marla and Madison helped Jonah build that Spider Slayer of his. They've been keeping company ever since. Who knows? Maybe a woman's influence will mellow him. Ava Braun mellowed Adolf Hitler. I like it. Hello? Thanks, Robbie. I appreciate the offer. I'll let you know as soon as I am. All right, run into the police. Liz Allen. All right, so they got Liz Allen's in jail. Peter, it's true. Attempted robbery. Certain drugs and chemicals from the hospital. We know she's robbing shit for her stupid ass half brother, the fucking Molten Man. That's what I'm saying. This is a weak run of Spider-Man because I hate these fucking villains. Oh, god damn it. They brought this fucking idiot back. The guy that's on fire. The fucking Molten Man. This is what we're doing here. The stupid fucking Molten Man is back. Yay. Oh, where do they come up with some of these fucking goons? You knew it. The second you see Liz Allen and she's running off in a fucking car, you know this idiot's back. What do you want? You fucking imbecile. You suck. Worst fucking villain ever. It's gonna be Molten Man and Rocket Racer. How is Spider-Man even gonna fucking fight these two shitheads? My name is never in this thing. I sent so many letters into fucking Spider-Man. What was she? Hang on. There was something called she. Hello, what's this? She? She what? You knew they loved drawing them sexy bitches. All right. Did we get anything out of that? Besides maybe another Liz Allen cover. Liz Allen is a sexy nurse, sexy stews. What do we got here? Spider-Man and the Torch. All right. We got to mine. We're gonna have to mine on our own here today. We're not mining. We're not getting anything out of this run. Nothing out of this run on Spider-Man. We're on our own. Let's go. Lizard-like xenomorph facehugger. Okay. So what is said here? So the curl that make it conscious by Kirk Connors. Try to balance him back up. So Dr. Madison will say she'll be the one that prescribes. It appears that it appears the symbiotes. It appears the symbiotes just ate away at whatever was plaguing this giant lizard. No, what you call this giant lizard? It appears the symbiotes just ate away at whatever was plaguing this man. It appears the symbiote just ate away at whatever was plaguing this man. And in turn, whatever was in his blood, and in turn, whatever was in his blood must have, must have, why? It appears the symbiote just ate away at whatever was plaguing this man. Not plaguing this man, that just sounds cheesy. Appeared the symbiote just ate away at whatever was, whatever. It appears the symbiote just ate away whatever was in that man's blood. It appears the symbiote just ate away at whatever was in that man's blood. And in turn, whatever was in his blood, hopefully they're full. Hopefully they're full. I mean, is he joking right now? Nah, I don't know. It appears the symbiote just ate away at whatever was in that man's blood. Well, hopefully they're full. As Jameson and Madison go over to the body of John Jameson, Dr. O springs to his feet and starts crawling towards John Jameson's body on the floor. Like a Terminator. Trying to find a host. New Host body. Ushka bashka. As Jameson and Madison try to go over the body of John Jameson, Dr. Rose springs to his feet, starts crawling towards John Jameson's body on the floor, like a Terminator, trying to find a new host body. God, do I hate allergies. Have I mentioned that 400 fucking times today? Getting stoned helps. Jameson and Madison go over the body of John Jameson. Let's have him start to wake up here. John Jameson. I mean, the spores are off his fucking body. What's about? As Jameson and Madison go over to the body, to the now awakening body of John Jameson. Dr. Rose springs to his feet and starts crawling towards. Okay, I like that. Jameson. Mayor Jameson will say, John. John! SFX of Dr. Rome crawling. His tentacles screeching across the floor. Like very monster, like, you know? He's got a couple of dots, like, you know? John! He's starting to wake up. Dr. Rowe pounces on John Jameson's body and attempts to use him like an avatar, similar to what he did with the lizard, like a xenomorph facehugger. Mayor Jameson, in turn, I need to have him have. He's got to be tough too. We can't show him just being a pussy. Tries to stop Dr. O by squeezing his arms. Mayor Jameson, in turn, tries to stop Dr. O by squeezing his arms around the brain tank. In an attempt to save his son. Yeah. Mayor Jameson, in turn, yeah, okay, I like that. Remember, Dr. O doesn't have a voice right now. Because the lizard was his voice, his avatar. His voice box is gone, it's damaged. Good. Hopefully they'll full. So he doesn't have a voice yet. Mayor Jameson, in turn, tries to stop Dr. O by squeezing his arms around the brain tank in an attempt to save his son. Okay. Oh, you don't, you son of a bitch. God. You're not so tough without your fucking dragon, are you? You're not so tough without your fucking dragon, are you? I like that. And then we'll have here is Dr. O sets off a booby trap on his tank that shocks Mayor Jameson, sending him falling backwards off his escape, off his bear hug. By bear hugging his arms. Yeah, I like giving him. I don't want him just getting knocked out. The idea is I need him taking that fuck you. I'm going to kill you if you try to kill my son. This is his kid. This is his son. This is special. This gives Jameson a little humanity. So we don't just hate him. You're not so tough without your fucking dragon, are you? I like that. Sets off a booby trap that shocks Mayor Jameson, sending him, falling backwards off his bear hug. Effects of the electro shock. Sorry about my allergy attack today, but we write no matter what. Yeah. SFX of the electroshock. Fucking A. Shocks Mayor Jameson, sending him falling backwards off his bear hug. I like that. SFX of the electroshock. So remember, he can't talk. The voice box was attached. What was it? Should we still have the voice box? Spider-Man comes in to save the day. All right. Dr. O pounces on John Jameson's body, attempts to use him like an avatar, similar to what he did with the lizard like a xenomorph facehugger. Mayor Jameson in turn tries to stop Dr. O by bear hugging his arms around the brain tank in an attempt to save his son. You're not so tough without your fucking dragon, are you? Boom, shocks him. I like it. Shocks Mayor Jameson, sending him falling backwards off his bear hug. Do we need a line there? We don't have a line there. All right, boom. Okay. Just as Dr. O is about to inject his tentacles into John Jameson and steal his life force, similar to what he attempted to do in the last novel. Okay. Just as Dr. O is about to inject his tentacles into John Jameson and steal his life force, similar to what he attempted to do to Peter in his last novel, The AracKnight. His brain tank suddenly takes a large gob of webbing. SFX of the webbing. Oh. Just as Dr. O is about to inject his tentacles into John Jameson and steal his life force, similar to what he attempted to do to Peter in the last novel, The AracKnight, his brain tank suddenly takes a large gob of webbing. SFX of the webbing. And in a brilliant final dominating panel of a shot, we see Spider-Man clad in his black suit and silver chest plate emblem. In a brilliant final dominating panel of a shot, we see Spider-Man clad in his black suit and silver chest plate emblem, silver Kevlar chest plate emblem. Drop kick into the scene and hit Dr. O in the brain tank with a perfect shot. Launch him off of John Jameson's body. SFX of Spider-Man crashing through the glass and office and smashing into the brain tank of Dr. O. Like a drop kick, like the sweet chin music kick wrestling finishing move from Shawn Michaels. Like he just comes in smash, you know what I mean? Just fucking perfect smash. Now I just need the lines. Well, I drip to death here. Let's get rid of that because we're putting that in now. He's essentially, this page is done. We just got to get the dialogue. No shit. Peter feels guilty. We want that. Guilt for going down. Hungry, desperate, mutilated. Appalachian Mountains. Yeah, we can. Tiger amulets. Did you say tiger omelets? No, I said tiger amulets. All right. Move the notes over there for now. Oh, god damn it. Okay. SFX. SFX. Shocks him. We don't need that. We don't need any lines there. Just as Dr. Oz would to inject his tentacles into John Jameson, steal his life force. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, does it end right there? Does he kick him and put him right into the fucking tank? Ugh. Just as Dr. O is about to inject his tentacles into John Jameson and steal his life force, similar to what he attempted to do to Peter in the last novel, AracKnight, his brain tank suddenly takes a large gob of webbing. SFX of the webbing. In a brilliant final dominating panel of a shot, we see Spider-Man clad in his black suit and silver Kevlar chestplate emblem drop kick into the scene and hit Dr. O in the brain tank with a perfect shot to launch him off of John Jameson's body. I like that. It's a perfect way of ending the shot. But I need line here. He can't speak. I don't want him to be able to speak. It makes no fucking sense. He's fallen off the lizard. He shouldn't have speech right now. There should be any lines here. He shocked Jameson. It should. I mean, you don't really have lines here. You don't need lines here. SFX of the tentacles shifting John Jameson into place in order to drain his life force. Can't use words in this panel because Dr. O has no speech box. So we have to tell it with the art and the SFX. I like that. That's better. I don't want to force. I don't like forcing lines, but I don't like walking away and saying no lines. But I want to do some cheesy narrative, you know. Although we can have Peter talking here, you know. It's like you don't need to say it. It's cheesy if you have to say it. You know, why is he abandoning the tank? Is it because once he lost the lizard, he couldn't? What's he gonna do? Ask them? You know, put me in there. He's weak. He needs another body to get into that fucking tank. So he wants to steal John Jameson. But can we tell this through narrative? Or are we just telling it with the art? Just as Dr. O is about to inject his tentacles into John Jameson and steal his life force. Not just as Dr. O is. Can we say anything here? That's where the problem is. Let me mine one more comic book. Let's finish September. It's always 2 months, 2 pages, which means 2 months per comic book. Let's finish this. Let's finish this month and see if we can get anything out of this. If we want lines here, do we get anything good? Your typical team up Spidey and the fucking thing. Is Spidey sense. Jumping around. We got Mr. Fantastic here. The Fantastic Four beating the shit out of him now. Are we doing the usual fucking brainwashing thing? Are the androids? You stay in my butt. They're not home. What do you mean they're not home? Good question. Who can mimic the powers? Oh, Jesus Christ. We got Skrulls. All right, I'll take Skrulls. Kidding. I guess I'm a little frazzled because I'm scared. Our story, I'll tell you what. It begins with Tiger, the lady who's part human, part cat people. Ooh, we like Tiger. Ooh, very sexy. A few months ago, she and Red Wolf tangled with the Rat Pack. Now, new Nisha, Joshua Plague. Tiger and Red Wolf figured to take it back. Unfortunately, Plague turned out to be a super Skrull, which means that's who's fucking hanging out in the Fantastic Four building. He tried to absorb Tiger's soul. All right, so actually that works. The totem left Tiger alone and absorbed the Skrull instead. We have a chance to throw some backstory in here if we can. Just we can't do it cheesy. But I don't want to walk away weak and say we're not going to put any story in there. Because we got Tiger, you could have a Tiger amulet. Oh, Tiger, connect Tiger amulet. Connect Tigra. So we did get something out of this. Tigra. Love hot chicks. Hot, sexy, freaky, naked bodies. Neutralize its powers. Harmless. Stasis. Super Skrull. God damn it. Thank God. Evidence, Gene DeWolf. Insane as Equinox. I'm bushed. Let's call it a night. Captain DeWolf. What is it, Malloy? Trouble at the Baxter building. We get the cops involved here. Could be anything from a family squabble to the fifth coming of Galactus. I like that. She's got the old Rolls. Where's that? Rolls Royce? An old Roadster? Look at the Human Torch. So they want to get the cops more involved here, which is cool too. Torch is fighting the Super Skrull. Spider-Man shoots him in the face, sprays him in the face. He gets punched in the face, fantastic fucking extended arm style. He's over the train yards. Taking the time, can't afford to miss. Close shaves. This is Lieutenant Raphael Scarf, Burroughs Special Operations. What's going on here, mister? Good morning, Captain DeWolf. The Super Skrull. Wait a minute. Those generators give me an idea, long shot. We could try, mister, after what we're paid for. Hey, Skip, I know Reed Richards designed these blasters, but belt up, bud. Ryan, do you want to live forever? Come on, get to work. The old thing. Because we can have Spider-Man and Jameson get into an argument, and as they do, Dr. O can get away. He can get into a weapons depot area and like commandeer shit. You can have a little fight. He just can't have any words because he doesn't have a voice box. So I like that. We're extending a couple of pages here. It doesn't have to just end there. It can't just be an easy ending. He doesn't just kick him into a fucking tank in a box there. It should be a squabble. You got to make the squabble interesting. You don't just do it to do it. Wildcat Strike, Outer Way to Sea. Carol Danvers, editor of Woman magazine. Oh, good lord. You bring her in as a reporter. There's no way. Commander's sticking me like a leech. These two are fighting. She wants to get involved. Onslaught. Across an asteroid orbiting the Skrull throne world. Monitors the battle, bridging, as it has for many years, the unimaginable gulf between his world and ours with a monstrous energy beam. Oh, they're pulling him out of the fight? Captain DeWolf, is he? I'm alive. Fine, pal. Barely shocked. Knocked the shit out of me. He's banged up, Captain DeWolf. Skrull aren't after you. After the Skrull chase. The Skrull still there? The sensor I jury-rigged has failed me the prize I seek was aboard that aquatic vessel. A few months more, it'll be mine. Not if I can help it. So this guy pulls out the fucking circuits. Construct going across my mind. I want to fuck you up, Spider-Man. Oh, God. Spidey and Miss Marvel joining forces to face the Super Skrull in a battle royal that ranges from the Penn Central yellow yards to the Statue of Liberty. God damn. Son of it's golden like an Alabama tick. All right, so Miss Marvel. They throw Miss Marvel in here. You see this trend here in the 70s? They were just kind of throwing. They were just throwing fucking storylines in there, huh? So it's October, right? So we'd have one left here if we want to finish this month. Let's see what we got. Dr. O is about to inject his tentacles. Okay, so he'll drop kick him. All right, get the good splash page. So coming out of here is Peter. So we'll have this for the next class. And Jameson will squabble about their rivalry, about their hatred, their mutual hatred. Their mutual hatred, as well as what to do with the doctor, because Peter needs him, and Jameson wants him destroyed. During their bickering, Dr. O will escape. Need a cool fight scene, and then get him in the tank or containment box. Peter will negotiate Jameson's life for the Jameson's life for the tank. Ugh. All right, so we have the next pages, but am I just going silent here? Like a horror movie. Like a horror movie scene unfolding. I just don't want to ruin it with cheesy words here. SFX of the tentacle. We can't use words, so it should be all shifting. It should be all SFX, you know? Like, like grabbing him, shifting all over him. His brain tank suddenly takes a large gobble of woman. Crash, smashing right through, you know? Like this is where the music gets somber. I mean, leave it again. Once the art is done, if you feel like it's empty, you could add some story here. But as of right now, the way I'm looking at it, I don't want. Can I? I mean, I don't want to shove an exposition. We did a lot of good exposition with the Erskine thing, so it's really about accepting that you feel like it's done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mine this last comic book. So we finish September, and if we don't get anything we want, we keep it silent, and that is it. Class is over. The tiger. We already going to connect Tigra, the stupid tiger amulet, the campus protest. They stole the Erskine papers, which we still like this story because I want to see who gets their hands on these Erskine papers if they actually get stolen. We got the angry professor, the guy with the tiger amulet. We get punched in the fucking stomach here. We got some tables, ladders, and chairs. We got an uppercut. And Spider-Man's gonna have to fight Doctor O on our next two pages. We'll hit page 12 by the end there, so that'll be the first half of the book. So by the end of that first half, he should have defeated Doctor O, get him in that fucking containment box, and be on his way back down into the wastelands to the base. Perhaps, maybe, Spider-Man and Agent Clemmer on the car back get intercepted. Shouldn't be a smooth ride. Perhaps somebody's trying to steal the brain of Doctor O. Matter of fact, let's put that on our notes. We're setting up our notes for the next class. Okay. On the way back to the White House, Agent Clemmer and Peter will get intercepted by someone after their cargo. We can set up a cool biker air car chase. Nice. I like it. Finish the issue. So at least we're setting up next issue, which is fun too. When you're trying to set up your notes for the next issue, it makes it the perhaps even a shorter class, but who gives a shit? There is no time when you're writing. Unless, of course, you gotta be somewhere. Ugh. The sale would pay for more than keep the night school open. The manuscript's just a book of words of a dead man, yet worth an incredible fortune. And keep thousands of minority students in college off the streets. But instead of shocking the administration into its senses, their theft may have caused a bloodbath at ESU. Witness the man on the horns of a dilemma. I like that. This is good writing right here. Somebody's keeping the students unrested. White Tiger comes in, throws Spider-Man off a fucking building. Spider-Man fucking saves his ass. Ugh. First, the White Tiger, and now Spider-Man. Thugs running rampant on campus. You call this everything from bums to welfare cheats. We're people, President Dwyer. We're gonna win it what's ours. Because, mister, we got nothing else. Okay, those people sound happy. I thought it was a couple yelling. I tried to steal the Erskine papers. That book was worth millions. Baloo's that guy in a lousy tiger suit. Snake Eyes' old gang, the Black Hand. Holy skylights caving in and falling. Ooh, is he a secret agent? White Tiger takes a beating. Tiger Amulet falls out. He fights Spider-Man a little more. Does a fucking full-on spear tackle. On to the... We're getting some ideas for fight scenes. Across the Triborough Bridge to be exact, and towards the South Bronx. Captain, I demand that you arrest these hoodlums. My orders are to stop riots, President Dwyer, and frankly, I don't just see that there's a situation here. The book I stole to dramatize our struggle to keep the night school open while masquerading as the White Tiger. He is blameless. I, Professor Ramona, guilty. Arrest him! Pinned down like a stupid amateur. This is Blackbird. This Blackbird jumps out. They fall off the truck. Everybody's fighting, kung fu fighting, boners. Do we want words in that final scene? We're watching Spider-Man fighting the White Tiger. We're trying to see if we want to just end that scene in silence. We can talk about these Erskine papers. We can talk about the super soldier serum. I like that even more. We can talk about the tiger amulet. Because my people needed a symbol, something to believe in, like the tiger. I was wrong. You have taken away their school, and I have shattered their dreams. We were both wrong. Perhaps we could have found a way to both keep the school and the papers. When you commit a criminal act leading to those thugs on the campus, he didn't, bro. They brung themselves. They heard how valuable the book was to y'all. They took advantage of the confusion to steal it. Okay, good. We're going to keep the school open. When strikes Medusa. You know what? I did get an idea. We'll talk about some tiger blood. Here we go. I can't even write these last three lines. We want exposition from Madison here. Is this a place for it? He shocks him, not so tough without your fucking dragon. Gobble whipping. Yeah, it's bugging me. I need something here, Madison. Listen. The super soldier serum. So many scientists were commissioned to recreate it. When the spores failed, and when the spores failed, they turned to mixing and when the spores failed, they turned to the savannah. And when the spores failed, they turned to the savannah. Mixing tiger blood. Tigers aren't the savannah. That's fucking Africa. Tigers aren't Africa. Tigers are Asia. And when the spores failed, they turned to the primal. Tiger blood. This is where you get your introduction of Spider-Man. So many scientists were commissioned to recreate it. And when the spores failed, they turned to a new primal ingredient. Additive. They turned to a new primal additive. Tiger blood. Super soldier serum. So many times it's commissioned to recreate it. And when the spores failed, they turned to a new primal additive. Tiger blood. It was believed that there was one scientist who could implant and dissect any particle using nanotechnology. The super soldier serum. So many scientists were commissioned to recreate it, and when the spores failed, they turned to a new primal additive. Tiger blood. It was believed that there was one scientist who could implant and dissect any particle using nanotechnology. They said he was a maniac. I see they're talking about him right now. And she could say, but here in Empire City, there was a pair of scientists. But here in Empire City, there was a pair of scientists. A married couple. Nah, she doesn't need to see a married. There was a pair of scientists who successfully perfected the transfer of their formula to one of their specimens. A spider. Boom! He comes crashing through, and the fucking page is done. Yes, as I drip to death. Pages 9 and 10. I am excited. I hope you're excited. May fate decide your fortune. And if you like what you read, come on down here and buy a comic book. Buy an art book. Arachnophoria. Peace, love, war, all that shit in between.